Hello, and welcome back to the Bay of Sins. We're still making NPCs. We're going to be making NPCs for a long time. But this time, I think we're going to make the Sheriff. I couldn't decide earlier if I was going to do the Sheriff or the Mayor. I decided I would go with the Sheriff because you know, we did a poor person, then a rich person, and, you know, the sheriff is rich, but he's also, I don't know, unrefined, shall we say. Anyway, let me just double check what I've named him. He's got a fun name. Why did I put a space there? Why didn't I have my little... There we are. You always put that in so you can find all your shit. Alright. Oh dear. There we are. Tyken Randall, which doesn't sound like, you know, a suspicious name or anything. No. Oh, Tyken. Alright. Unique, probably. Still not entirely sure what that does. Right, so in the 5 minutes before I started the stream, I checked all these combat rolls. And they seem to dictate things like when people will flee, how far they'll flee, how far they'll go to find cover, that sort of thing. So I think we probably... I haven't made any of my own, because, you know, I figured, why bother. I think we'll go for... I think we'll just go with normal ranged, because I haven't actually checked any of the values. I can't think of what each raider falls into from the ones that I've fought, but... you know, whatever. I think he's aggressive. Confidence. He's probably quite brave, actually. Helps nobody. Yeah, that sounds like him. Great, okay. I don't know why we started on AI data. Actually, I do. It's because I was looking at AI data earlier. But, oh, there we go. Human race. Good, good. I think he's a buff guy. Let's see. 75 across the board, I think. Yes, wonderful. Good. I'm glad that I can. So close. There we are. He's a rather muscular individual now, which you can't really tell because I didn't show off his body beforehand. But I promise, he's muscular. Honest. Alignment. Doesn't do anything. I don't know why there's a weapon list here either. Actually, that's probably for, no, because you were just put that in the inventory anyway. I don't know why that's there. And then I didn't explain what I was thinking, yet again. Now, Tyken is a buff guy. I don't think he's incredibly agile, honestly. I think he's got a 4 in agility. His charisma is abominable. Gonna give him a 2. We're gonna leave it at 2. His endurance, though, is very high. Health, he has a lot of health. What were Deathclaws at? Like 300? I don't think he's quite at 300, but I think he is sort of at like 170. Alright, intelligence. Tyken's not especially stupid, he's just sort of... he's got blinkers on. Is all. That didn't explain anything. He only sees what he wants to see, you know? It doesn't necessarily mean that he's unintelligent. It's just not, you know. Anyway, perception... I mean, he is the sheriff, and therefore should be perceptive to notice crimes and pick up clues, but he's not good at being the sheriff. He's a corrupt sheriff who just sort of uses the position to get whatever he wants out of people. So, I think we're gonna give him a solid 5. He's no more or less perceptive than anyone else. And a 10 in strength. That's a 20. A 10 in strength. I should give him a higher agility score because he's gonna be using ranged weapons. That's like min-maxing instead of doing what would make sense. Nobody's actually gonna see these stats other than you lovely people watching. So it may make sense just to give him more agility so that he can be more proficient with his guns. Although, you know, another part of me is saying, agility only affects the player. Don't even worry about it. You know what, let's give him 7 agility, which I don't think is really, you know, true to his character. But we'll give him 7 to see if that improves his gunplay. And class. What do we want to give his class? What do we want to make his class? This is where I feel that I probably should have made my own class. Good. We could give him a security guard class, I guess. That just seems too average. I kind of want to leave it on Courser. Wow, there's a lot of perception for a Courser. Okay. Let's see what security guard has. Why not? What does that boost his agility to? Nothing. Not a damn thing. Apparently the security guard doesn't increase anything. Alright, sure, that's fine, I guess. Templates, we don't need to fuck around with because he's a unique NPC. Factions. He's definitely in the Bay of Sins. Yep. Bay of there we go. Bay of Sins general faction. You know, it's higher up than the Lieutenant faction. Relationships still don't do anything. I don't know why I go through all these tabs. Keywords, we don't have any of those yet. AI data, we already did. AI packages, we'll be going over later when we're moving people around places and doing quests, that sort of thing. Outfit, you would think I would do the outfit first. You would think, you know, surely this time he'll remember he should do the outfit first so that he doesn't, I'm sure I clicked that, so that he doesn't have to reload. But, no. No, I didn't. I kind of want to give Tyken power armor, but I'm not going to. But no. There are only 2 people in the Bay of Sins who get power armor, and they're the mayor's bodyguards. Which I think is funny, because the mayor doesn't really need bodyguards. He's got a big wall, but, you know, whatever. Okay. I don't know what this means I do want to give him. Maybe I should give him combat armor. Let's see. Oh wait, I forgot. It's outfits rather than items. I want to see what I've forgotten the guy's name. Edward Deegan or something. The ghoul who starts off the whole Cabot House quest line. I want to see what his outfit will look like. It is Deegan. Unless I've mixed it. Oh, good. The Gek has decided. The Gek has spoken. Now, see, the way I remember it was he had this on as well as a lot of combat stuff. I think a leather jacket's just slightly too thuggy. Is thuggy still a word? Was that ever a word? Is that all in my head? I don't know. I think he looks a little bit too much like a thug with that. Which, you know, I mean, we know at heart that's what he is. But he doesn't want to project that. I think maybe we could even give him a suit and put armor over it. I want to do that. I don't know if it'll work well, if it will work poorly, but I suppose we'll find out. Right, instead of randomly scrolling through here, I should probably find my outfits, my outfit tab. There we go. Just like that. I want to open these and just rename them. There's no reason to do that. Oh, whoops. And there's no reason not to either, but... Right. Good. Now, where is our armor? It is. We should probably, you know, take a hint from this and do leveled combat armor so that when inevitably the player kills Tyken, because I still believe that people who choose to help Tyken over the mayor will then betray him and kill him, but, you know, so that when they do that, they can have combat armor that's appropriate to their level and they don't go, oh, that was a bit shit. What am I looking for? I don't know why I'm looking here. It didn't go down there. There it is. I'm glad that I just can't seem to get that in the forefront. There we are. Good. Moving it there was a horrible mistake, because now I can't. Never mind. There, it's fine. It's fine. Combat any. Combat any best. I think we'll just do arm left, arm right, leg left, leg right, and torso. Nice. Alright, now what we want to do is give him a combat shotgun. That doesn't go in an outfit. I saw the combat shotgun and was like, yeah, sure. Oh, you know what? We should... No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't give him a combat shotgun. We should keep with the stereotypes and give him a... I can't remember what it's called in this. Is it called a 44? I don't know. Maybe? This one? Yes? Correct? I think that's it, isn't it? You can give it a bull barrel, then it looks like Kellogg's. That's what I remember anyway. Sure. Let me see. You know what? This is good enough. This is fine, sure. Random template. There, now whenever you play, he'll have a slightly different pistol. Worth it. And we'll give him 2 of these. Yes, good. Alright, anyway, now that we've gotten distracted from making the outfit, let's go back to doing that. I say we, it's not your fault. I got distracted. I'm sorry. Alright. Where's my armor? Here's my armor. Alright, let's have a look at some suits. I want to keep the 10-gallon hat stereotype going, but I don't know if I can with this. I also don't know if that made sense to anyone else. I don't know, when I think of a sheriff, I think of a 10-gallon hat and a revolver. Dave Siddons, that's what I was looking for. Tyken Randall. Alright. So, where is Wallace outfit? Now, you may be thinking, you know, last time you just kind of randomly... Yes, good. Yep, this one, definitely. Alright, you may be thinking, you know, last time you just kind of made the outfit and then we're happy to assign it whenever. The reason that we're doing this in this order, because I need to know if this looks okay. And it does, it looks fine. The other ones I knew what they looked like. This one I didn't. My tongue is awfully dry. So, you know, if you have a dry tongue at the moment, I share your pain. Alright, hair. I want to give him graying hair. Which doesn't really make too much sense, actually, because he's not an old guy or anything. He's not an old guy, and I don't think he feels the pressure of the job or anything. Let's make him blonde. In fact, I don't have any blonde characters. Why not? There we go. I think Tyken's another guy with a beard. The lips look really weird here. They look blurred. Oh. Good. Yep, that's exactly how much rotation I need when working on a head. The Gek is such a fantastic tool, you know? No other tool would think to do something as innovative as this. I mean, come on, what the fuck? It's not that hard. Alright, there's nothing here. We can do Skinhead Mayor, which, I mean, perfect for when we're doing the mayor. No, it'll just look like Madonna, I'm sure. Alright, face. There's nothing there. Eyes. I don't want to choose any of these because I don't know which are modded and which aren't. Let's do green. There are probably green eyes. Hair. Yeah. Let's give him like just a ridiculous hairstyle. This one. This one? I really want him to be bald. Come to think of it, I don't think anyone in this mod is bald. Oh, I didn't expect to like randomly click on a hairstyle and just be like, yes, but apparently that's happened. Good, so this is what we're going with. Alright. Big Beard 21. Let's see what you got, Big Beard 21. No. Maybe? Just had a mustache here. That would be fun. I want to get the mustache going. I think somebody else has that hairstyle too, but you know, that's fine. They go to the same barber. There's only one on the entire island. Go with that. Yeah, but yeah, we're going with that. That's fine. Alright. You know, I think Tychon's probably got a couple of scars going on around and about, so let's give him a left brow gash. Which I can't see at all. Good. Wonderful, wonderful. Should I... Does this help? Oh, it does. Now I know where it is. Yeah, okay. Let's also give him, let's give him one more scar. I think, you know, we'll call it a day on scars. Oh, I completely forgot to just add a ton of splotches and stuff to the homeless man we made. Oh well. I want to give him something on, like, his right cheek. Not seeing anything for right cheek. I see maybe right gouge will do. I don't know. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Alright, I think that one's a bit older. It's a bit faded. Okay, great. And now, to move on to playing with sliders. Now, I have to say, just sort of randomly moving the sliders about worked really well last time. I was actually very pleased with the result, so we're gonna do that again, just see how it goes. You know, hopefully I won't end up with a really distractingly weird man. I mean, that's the thing, really. As long as they don't look incredibly out of place, it's fine. Just, it doesn't matter that much. Okay. Now, ears. I didn't play with the ears last time, I don't think. Which really was a missed opportunity. So let's play with Tychon's ears. Which look really low down from this angle. I don't know, maybe I'm just imagining it. I should probably stop moving the X slider for some of these. Haha, I didn't move it for that one. Perfect. Actually, I do have a specific idea of where I want his cheeks to be scale-wise. I want him to be a reasonably plump man. I'm sort of a plump man. Maybe that's not true. I mean, we did give him all those muscles earlier. Can you be muscly and like a little bit chubby at the same time? Is that a thing? I'm sure that's a thing. Sure, why not? Oh, wait. I need to stop playing with the X slider. Nose. I don't want to play with the X slider for the nose, really. I'll give him a big nose. I'll give him a small nose. I want to give him a small nose, actually. You want to flare that up? I think we can flare that a little bit. Make him look just a little bit angry all the time. That's fine. Maybe give him slightly larger nostrils. Jaw. I don't care. Just whatever. Yeah, whatever you like. still don't understand why there's a shadow here. Anyway. It's kind of reminding me of Longfellow? The companion from Far Harbor. I think I've chosen his beard and hair. Which... Longfellow, you know, comes in and does the sheriff for us on the weekends. That's what it is. Oh, I probably shouldn't fuck with the chin position either. At least not on the X tangent. I don't know why I said tangent. It's not tangent. That's not what that is. Never mind. Maybe we'll give him like really, really big eyes. You know, they just make you feel sorry for him. You'll be listening to him tell a story about how he's like raped and murdered his way across the Commonwealth. But you'll be looking at those big beautiful eyes and you'll go, oh, you know, that's alright. Probably not, but you know. Oh, I should have given him sunken eyes. Or is that a thing I can do here? I can't remember. It's been a whole day. I don't remember anything. Now he looks kind of like he's related to the homeless guy. Which would be an interesting side quest. In fact, that's perfect. No, we'll leave him like that, and people will make fun of him for it, like behind his back, and because of that, he'll be especially brutal on the homeless. Excellent. Another reason to dislike Tychon. Thank you, sliders. You know what? Let's make a fairly big nose bridge. My nose bridge is my biggest feature. I hope everybody's mind went immediately where mine did after I said that. Oh, Tychon. There are the big eyes. Why do we give him large cheekbones too? Here. Sure. Oh. Great, he doesn't look like Nate anymore, maybe. Someone's like, these faces are gonna look normal to me, then someone's gonna play it and be like, wow, this is really weird. It's gonna go totally over my head. I'm gonna be like, it is? Oh. Shit. I think we tip that down a bit. If we can bring it in a little bit. Apparently those sliders are rotation sliders and therefore don't do anything. Probably should have realized that, but you know, whatever. There we go. That looks a bit more normal now. I don't know if does that look normal to you? I'm sure if it does, really. It needs to come out a bit. The whole thing needs to come out a bit. That's okay, he can just have a weird nose. I like that. I like that he just has kind of an odd nose going on. Because you know what they say about men with odd noses. Say in chat or leave a comment if this nose is distractingly weird. I think it's almost distractingly weird from the side, but I think it's probably okay. As long as it's not something where you're like, I can't concentrate on what you're saying because your nose is really strange. But if it's like, yeah, whatever, you have a weird nose, moving on, then that's fine. I want to give him a grumpy mouth. Yes, and a grumpy mouth. Good. Is that grumpy enough? Do we think that's grumpy? Sure, yeah. Why not? I think we want to scale it down necessarily. You know what? I think we'll just leave that alone. just leave that one open. Jowls. There we are. I really need to stop with the X slider. You know, contrary to, I don't know what word to use here. The only words that are coming to mind are like opposing, differently. You know, none of these are really, strictly speaking, appropriate. But dissimilarly to Malcolm's face, I think we'll give the sheriff quite a short face. Kind of face you can trust. Okay, well, maybe not, but. I think that makes the nose look slightly less weird. It's mainly the bridge, huh? I don't know. I think I'm overreacting on the nose front, honestly. I don't know why I want to give him a small forehead, but I do. But I dearly want that. Well, this song changed a bit. Alright. Back to playing with those pretty lips. These sledges do anything? No. Maybe a little bit. Move those around. Sure, why not? I think we would make this smaller. It might look angrier. I don't want to screw around with the eyelids, but I probably should. But let's be real. Now, the reason that I want to screw around with the eyelids is that I do not want everybody to have the same eyes, because that's a thing that'll probably happen if I keep saying to myself, hey, I want to screw with that. I mean, again, as long as they're not distractingly weird, it isn't a problem. Oh. I just fuck up his face. I think I just fucked his face up. He looks a bit too gaunt now is the problem. I don't want him to look gaunt. Oops. What was that? I think maybe I want to leave this alone for the most part. Scale it up a bit, perhaps. Sure, that's okay. Nose ridge. I don't want to play with his nose. I think his nose is fine. I'm happy with that nose. Okay, eyes. Sunken here, or was that something else? That was something else. Okay. I don't think we want to play with any of this then. Oh, we can give him a muscular neck. Oh, good. Give him a downturned mouth. I keep selecting it here because I expect that to do something, but that's not the way of it, I'm afraid. Alright, what's it under? Damage? Blemishes? I've forgotten what I wanted, but I think it was sunken eyes. Eyes gaunt? I think that's what we want. I think we do eye socket shade. Make him look a bit tired. Maybe about there. Now that his whole face is in shadow, you know, tell me, how do you think that looks? God damn it. Alright, I think that... Yes, he looks very angry. He looks very upset. Maybe I just want him to look upset, and that's why I'm seeing that. I don't know, you tell me, does he look pissed? I think he looks pissed. Okay. And now, to the Bay of Sins so we can place him in his office, where he will storm about angrily and shout at people. And then, you know, sometimes leave to strong-arm the occasional business, take the occasional whore without paying. You know, these are the kinds of things he does. Never, you know, stop any crimes or help people. That's just not... Come on. He didn't get into the police business for that sort of bullshit. Oh, I'm having a stretch while I'm waiting for this to load. That's what's going on. Was it necessary to say that? No. Did I want to say that? Yes. All right. To the sheriff's office. I think part of Tychon is also angry that his office is broken. It's not broken, but like the top floor, this bit, it's a bit shit. It's just a bit shit. Alright, Tychon Randall. Really does look like a dick. Perfect. That's what I was going for. It worked out. Random, I'm telling you, randomly moving sliders around. It gets you where you want to go. Well, for some reason his hands are black. I don't know why. I think that'll probably unfuck itself in-game. Through the power of magic. Alright. I'm not gonna feel safe, you know, going in here and checking that everything's okay with just Tychon here. Without Cyrus to offset him. That's a lie. That is a lie. But anyway. I feel like that went pretty well. I don't know. Maybe it's the suit that's doing it. Nobody who wears a suit in Fallout is a good guy. That looks like it's on the floor. Okay. Fantastic. I think I'm getting better at this, because I feel like I got a better result and I have more time left than I usually have. I wonder if I have time to do the... No, I'm not. I'm only gonna do, like, one main character a stream. So let's go back to working on our hobo template. Hobo template. I should rename this guy to, Hobo Malo 1. Yep. Male Hobo 1. Cause he's a whole guy. The templates really, you don't need to fuck around with any of this. Alright. I have a sneaking suspicion he's a courser, which is really funny to me, actually. Oh, you know what I should do? I should put random level list items that have the synth component in. That would be cool. That'd be neat. What am I even looking for? It helps when, you know, when you're making a mod to know what you're looking for. I think traits. Not traits, never mind. Not stats. Yes, stats. He is a courser. Nice. Oh, good. Good. I guess we'll make him a citizen class, sure. Oh, excuse me. Queen's template's fun. I feel like this is the sort of thing you could use a template for. I also feel like, you know, considering just how many templates there are. Oh, never mind. I suppose if you just define the default template, you don't have to do all of that. Okay. I kind of just want to leave all his stats at 0, but I suppose I'll change them. He's not an agile guy, he's malnourished, he doesn't have anything going on. Charisma, I don't think he's very charismatic, I think he's given up and doesn't care anymore. Endurance, he's been like living rough, it's not good for him. Health, he's got the base amount of 40, which is... Intelligence, this value could really be anything. I don't know. Let's put it at 5, sure. Luck, clearly his luck is 1. Clearly. Perception, again, I feel like that could probably be anything, but he's probably mostly keeping to himself. Strength, any muscle that he had is atrophied by now. Wow, you are in bad shape, my friend. You're a Dark Souls character. You're the Dark Souls character that starts with nothing. And then doesn't put anything in stats. Oh wow, it's snowing outside. What a worthwhile thing to include in this stream. It's snowing. Morality, I don't think he gives a shit. Just do whatever you want. Packages, inventory, we've done the inventory and stuff. Right, what I wanted to do, character gen pots, was markings and blemishes and damage, all these kinds of things. Lip color. I should have been doing lip color on everyone actually, but you know, whatever. Cheek blemishes, sure, yeah, some of these, absolutely. Oh good, itch. Let me put these to full so I can see what's going on. Oops. Now let's leave them at full. Alright. Forehead blemish is 5. Why not? Put these up to here so we can see what's going on and then decide whether or not we want to change the intent. I can't even see them. They're not there. They're not there. Okay, let's add some damage. I think we give him a broken nose. I think we want it to be too apparent. A little bit. Grime. I think we definitely want some grime. Let's do mud and blood. Sure. Put it to there, maybe. Yeah, alright. He's looking fairly disheveled. Okay, fantastic. No. We want to change that form. Do not want to create a new one. Now we should probably do the template. so that we just have that. That's what that was meant to be, but you know, whatever. Alright. Bay of Sins. Hobo template. Name. He doesn't get a name. He doesn't deserve one. Okay, that's maybe not true, but let's see now. None of this matters. All we're interested in is AI data. I think we will leave this as, unless there's sort of like a runaway one. And the runaway fighting style, where you live to fight again. Rad Scorpion, perfect. Guess we could do unarmed only. Sure. Doesn't make any difference at all. AI packages, we can't do just now. Inventory. Default outfit. I think we're using the Children of Atom outfit. Inventory. Don't know why I put that in there. I don't know fully what I was thinking, but there we are. Right, let's go to our leveled items. Leveled item? Is there like random? Oh, there is. There we are. I kind of want to give them all adhesive. So that people are just constantly murdering and or pickpocketing homeless people in the Bay of Sins. Player comes aboard and just knows. They're like, wait a minute. I don't know why I'm even looking this up. It has debug. There's no way we're doing this. Let me see now. Okay. I guess we'll go with loot then. Basic food. I want to give him. I don't remember what the other thing was. What is that? Something. No, we don't want to give him that. No, none of that. Toolbox. Suitcase cloak, perfect. Not what I meant to do. Toolbox. A toolbox, maybe. No. What's in here? No, alright, sure. Gold Watch. It's fine, the Gold Watch has a tragic backstory. That comes free with it. I think it makes sense for him to have loot from here, sure. Alright, what else? I still want to give him basic chems, but I don't want him to always definitely have chems. Which this is saying that he will. Let's make our own chem one. Sure. That's not descriptive at all of what this will be, but you know, that's fine. Now, I can't remember what all of the things are called. Buff jet, okay, I know that was the thing. Let me think, what was the other thing? Medics? Medics, you wanna do jet? Yeah, why not jet, sure. Everybody likes a bit of jet, now and then. And you know, we'll leave it at those three. No, I think we're gonna give him 90% chance of not having any of these. Okay. There we are. Okay, now, is there anything else I'm worried about? No, I should probably do AI, no, not AI data, traits. Traits. Good. By traits, I mean stats. Still really good at this. I want to make him level 15. He's a level 15 hobo. It's not a good life. This is 2, this is 3, this is 1, that's 0, this is 5, this is 1, and this is 1. Oh, I forgot to do perception. I think this is 3. Okay, great. Class. I suppose he's technically a citizen, kind of. Nobody will acknowledge that, but there it is. Okay. Fantastic. Alright, so let's go to our actors. Bay of Sins. Didn't mean to open that one, but that's okay. Exit. Cancel. Templates. Anyway, wonderful. Alright, so I believe if we click all of these, we got to set up the faction, good. If we use all of these, now we only need to edit our template, and all of our hobos will update. Well, they will when we have more. That's how that works. That's what that is, kids. Okay. Let me go set up the factions that I forgot about. The sheriff looks far too Bond villain-esque. Oh well, that's fine. Factions. Since general faction. Okay. Save. I remember when saving didn't take very long. Those were the days. Alright, so let's go have a look at where we're gonna put our first batch of hobos. Oh, you know what else we should do? There's a thing that I can't quite remember the name of. Here it is, leveled character. So what we want to do is make one of these. There we go. And what we do with these is, if I recall correctly, stick these in, and eventually we'll have some more female ones, some more male ones. We'll put them all here, and then we'll put this down in this area, and then it'll randomly choose one of our lovely hobos and spawn them out into the wilderness. And you might be thinking, wouldn't it make more sense to have unique hobos here? Because, it's not like that group would change very often. But actually, I think it probably changes reasonably often as hobos die off, are killed, are brought in for police interrogation for no real reason. And are switched out with more unfortunates who come along and get fucked over by the horrible machine that is the Bay of Sins. Good, nice. By that I mean terrible, awful. But there we are. Okay, good. So, in our last 10 minutes, let's start making another one. Why not? Oh. Alright, character geomorphs. When did he become Nate again? When did that happen? No. This doesn't have a thing about using the... I'm not imagining that, right? He did, yeah. Fuck am I looking for? What am I looking for? Actually, I should be looking at this one. And seeing if there's a template thing somewhere that screwed me over. None of these should be affecting the guy's face. I don't know, maybe it's just because we've updated from... I don't know, something is changing it. Let's play. What's screwing this up? What is it? It's probably one of the ones we can't quite read. That would be my guess. Oh. So maybe it's def pack list, which I don't think it will be. Might be base data. I'm gonna try base data. Could be base data. It's not base data. Maybe it's keywords, actually. Keywords are like a magical, mystical thing that I just don't understand, so if something goes wrong, I assume it's to do with that. Yeah, this is starting to look like a thing where I'm gonna click on each of these and turn them off one at a time until something changes. Good. Let's turn that off too, just in case. I'm gonna turn off keywords and see if that makes a difference. Nope. Good. Alright. So yeah, if you're expecting the last sort of 5 minutes of the stream to be interesting, I got a surprise for you. I don't even remember what I'm looking at now. It's gone. I'm fairly sure it's not this. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Spell list? Sure, maybe. I don't know why. I don't know why I've ticked use script. None of them have scripts. Traits? Maybe. Could be. I don't know. It was one of those, apparently. Alright, this is why you're meant to do it one at a time, instead of just randomly sort of going through. I don't even remember which ones I turned off. Right, so I think it might be traits. Oh, was traits the only one I turned off? Yeah, it was traits. So let's turn these back on. Oh, I turned spell list off as well. It could be spell list. I don't know. Let's put spell list back on and find out. Okay. Yeah, apparently it was traits. There you go. For future reference, if you're making a template, don't let them use traits. Now we know. Do. Knowing is half the battle, I hear. Some people say that. Let me arbitrarily assign some blemishes, and then I think we'll end the stream. I'll do any more of these? Cheeks gaunt, maybe? And some damage. Where'd my broken nose go? There it is. I think we want to make that. I think we want to make that all the way to 1. Fuck you, Gek. Grime, yes. Mud and blood. Put that to 1, apparently. Thanks, Gek. 6-3. There we go. Yeah. Anyway, we will probably work on his face at the end of the next stream. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that if you did enjoy, you will come back and watch some more. I stream from Thursdays to Sundays at no set time because of, you know, terrible sleeping habits and such. For the foreseeable future, this is what we're going to be doing, this kind of thing, and forgot that we moved from the sheriff. Just imagine the sheriff and I would be saying this kind of thing. I think that's about it. I've got a Twitter account and a YouTube account. They're linked below. If you want to catch these streams live, those are good ways of finding out when they are happening. And I think that's all I have to say, which is the second time I've said that. So thanks again for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day. And you should always end on a third thing, because the power of 3 is important.